Zelda Breath of the Wild got an expansion pack announced this week.
Yes, it did, Justin.
And I feel like you're very upset about this.
And I don't know. There's a lot of confusing emotions here because I don't inherently...
my feelings are not confused at all.
Yeah,
I have a strong feeling about this.
So,
it's not confused.
Let's break this down. They have an expansion pass, which is basically their version of a season pass, broken down into 2 sets. One's coming out this summer.
Okay.
One's coming out, I think, closer to the holidays or like...
Yeah, they said holiday season.
Holidays, all right.
Yeah.
So set 1 gets you the sweet Cave of Trials challenge.
Lame.
Which just sounds great.
I mean, did they describe it, though?
No.
They did
That's
not.
all they
It's
said.
probably very
It
similar
was just
to the
like
one
a
that,
list of things, and it was like, here's what you're getting.
That all other Zelda games? No, not all. There's been 2.
in the Twilight Princess remake, the little
they had like a tower
dog amiibo unlocked a Cave of Trials, and it was literally just like an infinite amount of floors of gradually increasing in difficulty enemies.
Yeah.
It was just dumb.
So
They
you
had
get
that in Skyward Sword too.
You get this in-game map feature.
A new feature.
Undisclosed.
This is...
Who knows?
This is what they said. This is what they... And they didn't say what it was.
Just said a
In-game
new
map
feature for the map.
And... oh, wait, no. The t-shirt...
And-
No,
Oh,
not the t-shirt. No, the t-shirt's something else. What were you going to say? What was the last
The
one?
last thing in the first pack, which is the worst offender, is a hard mode. A new hard
I
mode
thought that
for
was
the
in the
game.
second pack.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's in the first pack.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's pack 1. And in pack 2, you get... No, I've completely forgotten.
In pack 2, you get like...
I think it's
you get like
original
DLC.
story.
Yeah,
Okay,
you get
sorry.
like DLC content. You get like
Yeah, there's
expansions in game, like new game
There's an original
things.
Really?
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an original
Things that
story
you would
mode.
normally get in a DLC. Just
Yeah.
like extra little episodes.
Yes. The second one actually sounds okay to me. And if you get the expansion pass, you get these 3 chests that appear on the Grand Plateau, or I forget what it's called, the Great Plateau.
Nobody knows what that is yet.
And these chests appear, and 2 of them have quote-unquote useful in-game items, or useful items.
Rupees. It's just rupees.
And then one of
It's
them...
definitely not going to be rupees.
One of them...
Oh, this is
better
the
not
best
be
part of the whole
fucking
expansion
rupees.
pack.
off.
Yeah. And the last thing you get is a t-shirt for Link to wear that has a Switch logo on it.
Now, Alex,
Switch.
I know you are particularly disgruntled
That's so
about
dumb.
the Switch
No,
shirt.
it gets all right, it actually gets worse.
Wow.
This is something that we actually missed when we talked about it the first time.
Okay.
It's actually not in Dave's article either, because I don't think he noticed this little tidbit either. The last sentence of the Nintendo announcement:
Yeah.
content sets cannot be purchased individually.
Right. You
So
have to
you
buy the
have to
entire
buy
season
season
pass
So
to get them.
all of that shit that we just talked about, you have to
to
buy
get.
for $20.
Huh.
So
I mean, I can't think of any of those individually that I would buy.
Well,
anyway,
I think
so
the
they
idea
made my-
is like if you just wanted the story content, like you didn't care about hard mode or
Because-
Or
whatever
if you
the fuck.
just wanted the hard mode.
Because
I forgot about the story content. God damn.
Yeah.
we talked about it, and we were like, we can leave I'll leave the first one. I don't need the season pass. I won't get the first set, and I'll pick up the second set. Now you can't do that.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the season pass when it first came out was that you could get the season's worth of content
Was a
at a
bargain.
slightly discounted price.
for sure.
And this is just not doing that. This is
Yeah.
just
No,
like you have to buy everything.
I
if you
was
want that
basically-
one
so it's
thing.
basically saying, hey, you're just gonna pay us now
Yeah.
for shit that's gonna come out not now.
Oh my
Right.
god.
It's basically just you're buying DLC, but you don't get all of it
Yeah.
for a while. And it's
that's
just
pretty lame, actually.
I wrote an article on this, but it's kind of just like, why? It's like if you gave me those, I probably would just bought them anyway.
Is there?
I
This
feel
is
like
true.
it's so like that first whatever pack should just have been in the game. I don't understand why it's extra content. I don't understand why.
Maybe
so
you play as Zelda or
So
something.
I'm
the
I'm
trials
gonna-
isn't the content. Why is the hard mode not in the game?
I would agree with that. I would agree with
Since
that.
when did a Zelda
But
have a
he-
hard mode?
Well, Wind Waker HD had one, which was basically like you never
It's
get
honestly,
parts.
it's not
And
a
then-
bad idea at all to appeal to people that grew up playing Zelda and now are adults and are playing games like Neo and want a more difficult experience.
Ocarina of
You
Time
should
had
just
a
give that to
master's
them. You should
level.
not make them buy it for an extra 1/3 of the price of the. It's ridiculous.
So here's the thing.
Ridiculous.
Like, I've been pretty like positive in regards to Nintendo in the last couple of months, and I'm very excited for the Switch and stuff. And part of me is not totally pissed off about this. I have particular grievances with the Switch shirt dealie.
That's
I don't like
that's
the
pretty
fourth wall
stupid.
breaking is pretty bad to me.
And
Yeah.
I'm 100% with you with that.
If you
because I
bought the
wanna
DLC
be
on the
in my
Wii U,
magical
would you
world.
still get the Switch shirt?
That's funny. They get a
Or you get a Wii U
They
shirt
give you a
and nobody
Wii U shirt, and
I
Link
feel like
just
they
has
would.
a
Yeah, I feel
all
like
the
they
time.
would not give you a Wii U shirt.
No, so I think the reason why I'm not totally pissed off about this is because like, and I might be mistaken right now. So correct me if I'm wrong. But like, Nintendo has had a record of providing, in my opinion at least, very high quality DLC. You know what I mean?
They did some great stuff with Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8
Smash
had-
Brothers.
was
I can
probably
think
the
of
best
that.
value. Yes, Smash Bros. $5 for a character. Yeah, I would pay $5 for a character all day. Like, so value-wise, they have a precedence of being like, okay, we're giving you good content for your money. But like when we itemize it, like when we break it down, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
like it
So-
seems like at least 60% of that content doesn't apply to me as a gamer at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot of it's just throwaway.
Yeah.
And like Liz was saying, like this is the third of the value of the entire game itself. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that for me,
Yeah.
it would just be the story mode. The story mode would
Yes.
have to be kick ass,
Yeah.
like 10
Yeah.
hours of
So
content.
I guess what upsets me.
So
So
can you
really,
get
wait, no,
it?
hold on one second. So what I was thinking was, depending on when this DLC is going to be coming out, the hard mode might be a way to get people more interested in replaying the game after they put it down, and then that essentially that story mode or that extra story content at the end of the rainbow that you're actually going for when you buy the DLC, that would get you back into the game too. So now you can play it on hard mode with extra content, right? So if it comes out towards the end of the
Potentially,
year, that might be their thought process here, right?
if it comes
Yeah, but
out-
maybe you don't want to buy the whole thing without
Yeah.
knowing what the story content
Oh,
is,
don't-
and then
yeah,
if
I
you
totally
buy
agree
it
with that,
later, like retroactively, you've missed out on all this money. Like, I just have a lot of feelings about
Well, you
this.
don't miss out on it. You
miss out on all
miss
that
out on it.
time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So my thing is not really.
Yeah, right.
It feels like they're being a little dishonest with this approach, like calling it an expansion pass. It's like their season pass.
yeah.
It's
I
not
just,
a season pass.
like,
a season
Nintendo
pass
doesn't wanna
implies that you
play-
can purchase all those things
Yeah.
individually.
Nintendo doesn't
Well,
wanna even come
that's
close
like-
to
this is
it.
what I'm
that's how
saying.
that term is understood, like in the
Yeah.
lexicon.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're changing
Yeah.
the script now.
It's.
Well,
I feel
They
like
are using clever marketing to try and trick consumers.
They're using
Clever is,
synonyms of the same
clever
word.
marketing.
Yeah, it's not the same.
In
I
quotes.
just don't think they need to do this. It's like I feel like they're behind the scenes, like twiddling their thumb and like planning, like how can we get a little bit more money out of these fans?
Because
Give
this
them-
is the game that they're all gonna buy, so
Hold
we
on,
need to
hold on.
milk it
So-
for all it's worth.
Like we love Zelda. We love Nintendo IPs. And like they don't need to do this shit to get
Yeah.
us to spend money. Like to shove in this one little sentence to package these things separately as like 2 content sets when it's really just one content set over like 2 periods of time.
Well, yeah.
Like
I think
they're
that,
just not being upfront about it.
You're gonna find out that like
I
you want to
can-
talk to your friends on party mode. Sorry, Justin. You have to use your phone. Oh, by the way, that app that's $5.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, I from your perspective, it's like, yeah, like I love Nintendo first party games, and I want to support them as much as I can. And they had my money on Breath of the Wild before
Oh yeah,
the
me
Switch
too.
even had
Yeah.
a release date. They had it. You know what I mean? So I totally agree with you when you say, yeah, this seems like a little bit of a shisty last minute way to grab a couple of dollars because like. And this for me is like one of the most annoying parts of DLC because like it comes out on the same day that the game is launched, right?
Mhm.
So like when you buy the game, you're gonna go into a menu and there's gonna be like a shadowed out section of the menu that says like
Oh, man.
DLC or a button that says it, and
Because
it's gonna
Neo has that.
be empty,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be
Yeah.
empty until you buy it, and it's like. Fuck, seriously? And I feel even worse for the people that shelled out $100 or $150 for the special edition or the Masters edition that this doesn't just come with. Like that's
Right.
just ridiculous
Yeah.
to me. Like I don't know.
that map edition. What is that map edition? An extra to the
A
mini map
new feature for the map.
for the map, or like the mini map, or is it like a UI
They
thing?
said that
Who
in-game-
knows?
We just don't
Could
know
it just be the
In-game
map of
It said
the new
in-game map.
content?
Yeah.
So
Maybe
it could
it
just
shows
be
you
like another
treasure chests,
section of
maybe
the
it's
Maybe a
map.
compass.
Bad guys, maybe it
That would suck.
lights up when
I always get so
you don't
sad.
know. We don't know.
I mean, I'm cautiously
When
Who
I
knows
get
if it's
optimistic.
useful?
I'm
Or
cautiously
if it's worthless.
optimistic only because of the track record that Nintendo has, but part of me is like a little annoyed because
Yeah.
I mean, Alex, you hit the nail on the head. It's like this is 100% a cash grab at the very
Yeah, I
last
don't
minute.
mind them making DLC. Like it's a departure from what they've done in the past.
Sure.
But like right
We've
to
all
do
bought DLC for
Especially
things
for-
in the past.
Well,
like
for a
it's
Zelda
not, we're not
game
against.
especially. I mean, really, the closest thing to like DLC that we got for
Yeah.
a Zelda game was the Twilight Princess amiibo for Twilight Princess HD. I mean that
it's just the way that they're doing it. It's like they don't know how like in love with this series we are.
Yeah.
Like They could
just
they could
tainting
just they could just offer to us like just get out of the way, like just make a Zelda game and like just let it do its thing.
I think the most destructive part about what this will do is like the Nintendo hardcore, and I'm sure some of us included are gonna buy this when it comes out, and then Nintendo's gonna go to their quarterly meeting after the Switch launch and be like, oh, look at this extra like $1 trillion that we just gained off of this DLC purchase. Guess we're gonna do that for every game that we have out now. Prepare yourself for Mario Odyssey, because but I guarantee it's gonna pull the same bullshit.
That's what I mean. I feel like it's that much it's that much worse, because like now that it's been done, now that the precedent is set, I know that's it.
No, that's
how
what,
every
that's what I'm
single
saying.
like
every other game on the Switch.
Every other game I buy
their
from
investors are
going
to go to that board meeting and say, "Hey, well, we made an extra $1 million off of that DLC. Well, I know you got this Mario game coming out. You got this Splatoon game coming out. Why don't you just do it? You know,
Splatoon will definitely have some
Splatoon has
DLCs.
Splatoon didn't have any DLC on.
They're not gonna have
But
microtransactions.
it will now.
It was
But-
exceptional.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Speaking,
Launch day DLC is pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Just
I totally agree, because it's basically saying, "Hey, we've got this content done, but you can't have it."
yeah,
Right?
it's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they had given it like, if 6 months after it came out, they're like, hey, we got a new story mode, you want it? Be like, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want a new hard mode of the game. You should have just given that to me in the first place. But yeah, that new story, that sounds like fun.
Well, I mean, again, if I'm putting on my positivity cap, like the plus side to something like this for me would be like the fact that the DLCs are split up over time. Like after I beat Zelda, I'm sure I'm going to be in so many other games, and when this new story content comes out like later in the year, I think that'll be at least a cool opportunity to like re-invite myself to that world. Like after presumably a bunch of time has been spent.
But you're not inviting yourself. They're forcibly inviting you because you already spent the money.
Yeah.
That's true.
You
That's
have
true.
to come
They
back.
have
If
you
you
on a
don't,
wish.
it will have wasted your money.
I was going
Yeah.
to say I need to like
That's the
assume
thing.
this value.
I'm totally cool with having DLC
game,
down the road.
What game is coming out that has free DLC coming out? And is that
Most
Mass
games
Effect
nowadays.
Andromeda? I thought there was some game.
Mass Effect Andromeda said we're not having a season pass.
Right.
They're just going to have a lot of packs.
Honestly,
Bundle.
season passes are kind of on a decline, and it's kind of like a bad word to say these days. It's like up there with microtransactions, like
No,
season passes.
I would
Yeah.
totally agree. I feel like it's what's happening to them is sort of like what we saw with the online pass
Yeah.
back in 2010 or whatever.
Right.
Do you guys remember the online pass?
Sorry, I was about to say something else.
No, that was when like EA was the main company that I remember doing it, but
Yes,
when they
I do
sold
remember this.
games,
Right.
when you bought them new, it would come with a code that would allow you to play online, and if you bought the game used, you would have to pay $10 to get the online pass.
Oh yeah,
online. That was some bullshit.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think Dead Space 2 was the
Yeah.
most familiar
So-
example of that.
Sorry.
No, go.
I just feel like season passes are kind of like on the decline. Like they had their heyday, and now people are kind of like sour on them.
See, I'm wondering if that was. Sorry, go on.
So, last part of that point.
So I'm
and now
wondering-
it's like Nintendo is like bringing back from the dead.
They're just still like one step behind.
They're bringing back the season pass, which is already pretty bad.
Yeah.
But then they make it worse. You know,
Yeah.
like they took like the worst parts of it.
Well, I mean, it's
No,
like the
I mean, that's
online
a-
feature, right? It's like, hey, we have online.
We've got lobbies and no
you're gonna
friend
get
codes
free
and voice
game
chat.
every month, but don't try to play that
Hope
game
your
after that
phone's
month.
charged.
Or we're
Right.
taking the game away from you after
We're taking
a month,
the game
'cause you're
after
just
a month.
renting it from us.
Yeah.
Now go buy it.
Does anybody else do this? No, we're innovative. It's changed.
Right.
Yeah.
Innovative.
Yeah.
I kind of feel
Yeah.
like season
They
pass.
just do it all and do it once, like two steps forward, one
Yeah.
step back.
Hey,
I
Liz,
feel
you know-
like-
oh,
Are we?
It's your turn.
I was about to segue hard, but
Yeah.
All right,
go for
segue.
it.
Segue. No, I was just about to say I think season pass got a bad rap because during the microtransaction hate train, they came up with the idea behind season pass to kind of combat the microtransactions
to
and like
soften the
rebrand
blow,
it,
for
but it was
sure.
too soon.
It started
and it just got consumed by the vortex that was
They
microtransactions.
started out okay, but I feel like the value of them went down and down and down, and then people were really upset
And then
about
people
the
just started,
Fallout, the Fallout DLC, like,
Yeah, Fallout 4, they shit the bed on that one
Yeah.
big time.
and then like the Battlefront stuff, and like the season pass value just started really
They're
going
always
down.
overpriced. You're never like the season pass for Arkham Knight was $30, and it was like 3 short, like 10-minute, like little episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, $30 is half of what I paid for this game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's no
Half of what I paid for half of like
Versus,
the
like-
content in this game is like 50 times what you gave me.
But-
in this
But like
DLC.
there's
And
this assumed exclusivity. There's this like, oh, but like you will have content,
Yes,
but you'll have special content that some other people won't have, and you'll be
Yeah.
all
But it's like
excited about it.
DLC
Who
for like
cares?
Dark Souls 3 was
It's a-
$15, and
It's
that
a
was great.
Kickstarter. You're giving them money before it comes out, and there's no incentive for them to make it like good.
I mean, that's really the thing, and that's kind of like the crime with like pre-ordering and stuff. And I know I literally just posted a video on youtube.com/zeroreview about pre-orders, but like in most scenarios, like pre-orders or season passes is like a very damaging thing in the industry because it's putting a vote of confidence into something you literally know nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, but how often do
Well,
we
I
all
mean, you
pre-order
know a little
stuff?
bit about it.
We
Cave
don't,
of Trials.
except for Switch, lots of Switch stuff. Check out my video
Map
on
update.
youtube.com/zeroreview.
I feel like I
Hard
pre-order a
mode.
lot.
Mighty number 9.
What?
Mighty number.
Oh Jesus Christ.